In a matter of years, can you believe it? It's going to be USA 250, 2026. And the U.S. Mint is already talking about it's going to be a special year. Well, for a few of us, maybe most of us, we can remember our bicentennial, which goes back to 1976, 75, 76, that 2-year celebration. But how many of us remember the first? Well, tonight, we have it. Let's take a peek. That first would be 1926, everyone. 1926. And the big long word is Sesquicentennial, our 150th anniversary. Now, this coin is special for a number of reasons. First one, it's the first celebrating who we are. But number two, you'll just notice there were two people on that coin. One of them looks familiar. He looks like George Washington, but who's the other dude? Well, the other person is President Coolidge, who was the president at that time. We broke with tradition, and it's the only coin in U.S. history that has such. And it was for our 150th anniversary, where we're seeing Washington and Coolidge, our first president and the president at our 150th anniversary. Now, the coin itself is a very soft strike. As you can tell, the detail on these beautiful uncirculated coins are, well, is it unk or not? But the answer is they were very, very lightly struck. It's just the unique design, almost like a cup. The image, it's pretty straightforward, right? The president's, and the other side is our Liberty Bell, crack in the bell, and the date 1776, 1926. Now, those of you that have been with me before in a coin show know I love looking at the numbers and just diving into the differences on all this stuff. The number of coins made in 1926 was only 141,120 coins. Now, for our 200th anniversary, 1975, 1976, the U.S. Mint's most limited production was the San Francisco silver proofs. Now, these are 90% silver half dollars, just like the Walkers and the Franklins, right? So, apples to apples, the rarest coin of the bicentennial was 4 million coins. And that particular three-piece set with 4 million coins, which is the Ike dollar, the Kennedy half dollar, and the Washington quarter. That three-piece set sells for $123. There was 4 million of those sets made in 1976, and it's a beautiful set, and I love it. But this one, only 141,000 and change. This is where it all began. This is where it all started. The first tribute to who we are versus people, places, and things, which are the other special collectibles they make and have been making since, well, the Columbus exhibition in 1892, held in Chicago. Once they opened up that Pandora's box for collectors, the world's been a fun place, right? We had Lincoln, which is Illinois in 1918. We had President Grant in 1922. We had the Pilgrims in 1920, 1921. Lexington Concord in 1925, just to name a few of the other beautiful 90% silver half dollars. But one, only one, was made for our 150th anniversary, and you are looking at it. This group we brought in is beautiful uncirculated coins, all of them blast white. President Washington, President Coolidge on the obverse, as you're seeing right here. And then the reverse is our Liberty Bell itself. My competition for a slider, which is an AU condition, about uncirculated, which is a gorgeous coin, is at $249. We're almost half the price, and we're one notch up. We're the real McCoy. We're the real uncirculated pieces. So when it comes down to it, in a couple of years, we're going to be talking about this a lot. Because if we're celebrating 250, and most of us can remember the 200th, what about the original, the first one ever made by the U.S. Mint for this special event? And that would be right here, the Sesquicentennial. $129.95. Again, competition $249 for a similar coin. Ours is a superior grade and a much lesser price. Let's wrap this around one more time, everybody, because it's that significant, it's that important. Again, it's our first coin celebrating who we are as a nation, our 150th anniversary. A young country still at 150. I mean, think about it. Europe, how long has Great Britain been Great Britain? Germany been Germany, etc. We're talking about a long time. We have been doing this for a short time by comparison. On the coin is a unique first time and only time in U.S. history. And that is we have President Washington, our first president. Again, to be on a U.S. coin, you got to be a dead president. Look at the golden dollars as an example, right? President Bush I passed away a few years ago, and the presidential dollar program was 07 to 16. He was alive in 16, so he was not added. He was added years later after his passing. This coin broke ranks because of the 150th anniversary. So President Coolidge, the president at the time, is on the coin. The storyline from our founding was Philadelphia at that time, the center of our hub, and the Liberty Bell, the symbol of our independence at that time, as well as the reverse, 1776, 1926, for the 150th anniversary. The mintage figures, straightforward. Only 141,000, and that is special. I mean, for comparison on that one, the U.S. Mint in 2001, the first sellout it ever had, was the Buffalo Silver Dollar. Remember that? It was a gorgeous remake of the Buffalo Nickel, and they made 500,000 of that coin, which is almost 3.5 times this coin, and 75 years older. And that coin today, and again, the last time we had it available, the Buffalo, I should say, we sold out at $149.95. Competition's north of $250. So this coin, significantly rarer and a better value. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. We're down to single digits, which is not surprising to anybody. We only have this, if you look at it, we're on the air 5 hours a night, 3 nights a week, every week of the year. It's a lot of TV time, a lot of hours. Last year, we had this on the air 3 times through all of that. And it's just because, again, with the low, small mintage, and who wants to give up the first coin celebrating our independence? But it wasn't the one that we're familiar with, which is the bicentennial in 1975 and 1976. It's this coin, going back to 1926, add into the fact that it's unique in design because of President Washington and President Coolidge on it, the low mintage figures. Oh, and by the way, it never hurts that we are almost half the price. We're $120 less than that of our competition. It's a special coin. Patience with my operators. Remember, avccoins.com is there to support us 24/7 on this one and a lot of other coins, but we do have to be moving on.